In this video lecture, I will be covering the topic of perpetuities. So first thing is that perpetuity is a stream of regular payments going on forever. So basically a perpetuity is like an annuity with only one condition no longer applicable, which is that you do not have a defined time limit now. So the payments will still be equal. In perpetuity, you still will have equal payments. You will still have equidistant payments. So the payments will either be yearly, monthly. So they have to be equidistant. But over here, sorry about this. Over here, you no longer have a defined time limit. So there is no time limit, which means that your payment is going to go on forever. There is no defined time frame over here. It's a cash flow that will keep on coming. So it's a stream of regular payments going on forever. It's an infinite annuity. So because it has two of the annuity properties and only the third one is no longer there, so there is no time limit for it. Now, future value of a perpetuity is going to make no sense because of that, because there is no end point. Where are you going to calculate the future value? It's a cash flow that is going to keep on coming. The present value of a perpetuity is going to be a diminishing series of numbers, and each payment's present value is going to be smaller than the one before. And actually, for perpetuities, the more distant the cash flow, the smaller will be its value. Like this is the case for every time value of money present value calculation, but in perpetuity that means that if the cash flow is very distant, let's say 200 years, 300 years from now, and it's all cash flow of only 100 rupees, it will be almost zero if you convert it into a present value, because it's such a far off calculation. Let's also look at an example. So this is an example in order to show it to you through demonstration. So over here we have this timeline, and you can see that the cash flow 100 is equal in every case. So for a perpetuity, the cash flow has to be equal, and you can see that it is coming at every time period, at the end of each time period. So it means that it is equidistant, but you do not know when it will end. So it's going to keep on coming for number of years, and you need to find the present value of this cash flow stream. So you have a formula for that, and the formula is simple. It is simply your PMT divided by your interest rate. So the PMT over here is 100, it's the equal installment, and you will divide it by the interest rate. So let's say if the interest rate is 10%, so this will be 100 divided by 0.1. So this perpetuity will have a value of 1000. This is the present value of all of your cash flows. Now do not confuse this, that because it says PMT over here and you're using only 100 in the formula, you're taking only one PMT. That's not what's happening over here. This formula is going to calculate the present value of all cash flows. So from 1 till infinity, this is calculating the present value of all of the cash flows. Now you might be confused that why is the present value coming to be so small, because it's an unlimited cash flow stream. Like I already said, the reason is because the cash flow that is coming 100 or 200 years from now, its present value is going to be very close to zero, because it's such a distant cash flow. Now this is a practice question. So the Longhorn Corporation issues a security that promises to pay interest holder $5. I'm going to remove this word quarter over here to make things simple. Per year. So this is per year. Okay. So the Longhorn Corporation issues a security that promises to pay interest holder $5 per year indefinitely. Money markets are such that investors can earn about 2% compounded yearly on their money. How much can Longhorn sell this special security for? So you want to find its present value, because whatever is the value of this perpetuity, you can sell it off for that much amount. So you're going to use this formula PMT over R. Your PMT over here is 5 and the R is 0.02. So this perpetuity has a present value of 250. If this is the present value of it, then this is the amount for which the security is going to sell. So if somebody wants to purchase this perpetuity, they will be ready to pay 250 for it.